Every year, UNISA's Department of Geography hosts World Environment Day for rural communities, and 2014 was no exception. This year's theme was Raise Your Voice, Not the Sea Level. Schools from the Northwest Province were invited to the Quiet Living Multi-Purpose Centre in Skeinsdrift. The children were divided into smaller groups represented by animals. These groups then rotated through several planned activities for the day.
Today we're dealing with maps and how maps work and some of the information about maps in this region. We're showing the learners actually what the maps look like, so some things around the maps in this region so they can see where their settlements are and where their communities are, and then showing them some of the bigger pictures around maps in South Africa and global maps so they can get a perspective from the small scale to the international scale. We're showing them actually the images, and then from there we're letting them explore the area, so we're giving them instructions on how to go from one place to another to find in this little area that we're at some treasures that we've hidden, some pictures, so they can actually win and get a prize if they can find coordinates and if they can find direction. We divided the learners into 4 groups, and each group is a different endangered animal. So we have the penguins, the rhinos, the cranes, and the wild dogs. And then they have to go and find a different position in our location, and when they find it, they get their picture. And the first group back with all the pictures, which these kids are absolutely loving, get a prize, which is a calculator. So they're dashing around as quick as they can to get their picture so they can get here and win their prize. So that helps them understand location and direction, as well as being able to get some energy out and run around and enjoy themselves.
We're just basically trying to explain how your health and environment affect each other. That ultimately your healthy body leads to a healthy mind and so forth, and making sure that all of these things work together to make one happy person in the end of the day. So making sure that people understand their relationship with their environment. I think that's the most important thing, and that it affects you.
Especially in rural communities, they do not have the water we have in the cities that's gone through a watering filtering system. So they use their rivers, and we have to teach them how to use that water safely so that diseases like cholera and diarrhea doesn't get out of hand. We taught the kids how to make their own homemade filter. Basically you layer 3 different material. The first one was cotton, which is very fine particles closely together. Then we have gravel, that is a bit spaced out, but still very fine and close together. And then we have pebbles, which is big rocky type of material, and that is a bit farther from each other. So basically your big particles get stuck at the top layer, which is the pebbles. Then the finer, the medium-sized, mid-sized particles get stuck in the gravel, and then your small micro particles or almost micro particles get stuck in the cotton wool, and then almost clean water comes out.
We're trying to teach the kids that they can take something as simple as a bottle, and they can actually make a musical instrument from it, and they can then therefore take it and design it to their own design, and then go and actually sell it off to tourists and so forth that's coming around. And by uniquely developing a bottle with the seeds and everything inside, they can actually take beads around it, and they can decorate it to their heart content and sell it off, and so generate income again for the village. We've explained to the children that, by looking after the environment, they're looking after their future. So therefore, if they start from childhood on and learn how to look after the environment, they will have something to give to their generations to come.
In terms of World Environment Day, the theme this year is Raise Your Voice, Not the Sea Levels, to know that there are ocean environments as well, and that environmental change has implications for the habitat of the animals as well as for the diversity of species. We used an activity containing different puzzles with pictures of different environments to help them create environmental awareness of different types of environments that's available. Building a puzzle is problem solving, So one of the outcomes that they have in their school curriculum is problem solving, and a puzzle is a tool of problem solving. So we created awareness of the picture is more than just little parts of the puzzle, and you need to put the puzzle pieces together to create a bigger understanding of what's going on. The children who actually completed the puzzle within the limited time that they had available were very chuffed with themselves that they could actually complete the puzzle, and it gave them a sense of achievement, which was great.
UNISA would like to thank everybody involved who made the day such a success.